we are playing as black pieces with d5 along with c5 taking the control at the center with d4. Section white response with e4. We can turn knight out or we can play e5 and attack. So white goes with f5 and we decide to play the knight to e7 for development of our pieces. Where white goes with knight f3, we play f6 and send the supporter to the pawn. Section white responds with castling on the board, where we decide to play g6 and attacking towards the pawn. Now if white tries to play, knight can take back and further control. We go with knight h4 and we decide to take this pawn. Ultimately, this is white's turn and white takes it. We take it back from the knight, activating the bishop where he takes from the rook. Further, we take this rook and then after he takes it back, we play queen d7 in attacking the pawn. We go with bishop x5 check, we play king to d8 for protecting the king. We go with knight to d2 where we decide to play bishop e7. Now with bishop e7, we go with knight e4. We play king to c7 for we can develop the rooks and then play the rook to g8 in attacking towards h5. King comes to h1, queen takes on the pawn, attacking the bishop. So white's turn and white go with bishop g4. Now with bishop g4, we take the queen back to g6. We can play f5 and attack the minor pieces. So he go with knight g3. Now knight g3, we play f5 in attacking the bishop. So we play bishop f5. We take the knight further. We are giving a checkmate threat. We play bishop e4. We play f5 and further attack white's bishop. So he played bishop f3 where we decide to, okay, in this position we play the queen f2 in controlling this square. Now ultimately we play bishop d2, we take the rook to g3, further we can develop and attack this way. So now we go with bishop e1. So bishop e1 in attacking towards this diagonal and over here now it is creating an attack like this. So we respond with the move. Rook take on the pawn. Pawn takes it. Okay, so now white is thinking and white takes it. We play queen e3. Further, at least white's king position is worse. So he play bishop d2 and we play queen back to f2. He play bishop there. We play queen e3 and he wants to create a draw with that. Okay, so he created. Alright, so now white plays e4, we respond with the move e6, French defense. White played e4, we play d5 and attack. Where he played e5, we play c5 in attacking. Now c3, knight to c6, activating the French defense. E, f4 and we take the queen out in attacking the central pawn. Knight f3 in supporting the pawn, we play bishop d7 and white is thinking for the move. The basic response can be development of bishop and focusing on castling. We go with b3 where we decide to take the pawn. Where white takes it and we play bishop e4 check. King comes to f2 and over here we decide to play knight to e7. Further we can play knight at f5 and attack. He play a3 and over here now the bishop is getting trapped. Okay, so in this position, we begin with the move knight take on the pawn. Ultimately, we can take this knight. So if knight takes, if the queen will take it, then bishop can come and can pin the queen. If the knight takes it, then we can play bishop over here and put pressure towards this diagonal. So this is white's turn and white is thinking for the move. Let's see how white responds over here. He played knight take d4. We respond with bishop c5 in attacking the knight. Bishop comes out, knight comes out, and add up pressure. He played bishop e3. And now over here, if I take, bishop will take and further attack. And that's something we don't need to allow. So we take the knight at c6 and add up a pressure. If he tries to take, we can first take the bishop. He play b4, we decide to play bishop take on the knight. And up, this is white's turn, first of all, where receiver white, okay, white resigns the game. Guys, if you want, you can also challenge me, all the challenges are allowed. And we play e4 in this game, where black plays c5, the Sicilian defense, knight c6, e4, after he takes, we take it back, where black takes it, we will take this back from the queen, and after we play e6, we play c4, knight comes out to f6, we play knight c3 and defend, d6, we take the bishop out and create a pin, bishop e7, we play the rook to d1 and add up a pressure at the pawn. So now black decides to castle and we begin with bishop take on knight, where if bishop takes it, then queen take on the pawn. So black decides to play queen a5, and over here we decide to play queen to a3. Oh, then bishop can take the knight. King comes to e2. Now our position is humiliated. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and black responds with b6. So b6 and g3. We go with bishop out to a6. We take bishop e3. Now bishop e3 attacking the bishop. He play bishop a5, bishop g2. He can give up some checks. Okay, rook to c8, rook c1, and the rook coming here, trying to give a check. King comes to e3, bishop take on it. We decide to play bishop c2. We play b5. We take the rook to c1 and double up. Bishop b6 check. King comes to f3. So a third gaming. If you want to play against me, just send me the challenges. That's all you have to do. Bishop comes to f1 and we are attacking the bishop. Bishop take on f1 was the response, where we play rook take on c8. If rook will take it, then rook can take back, give a checkmate threat. So let's see how black responds. Black is thinking. Black plays bishop c4, where we decide to play rook take on the rook. Bishop takes it back and the position is neutral. King comes to e3, and okay, so I will send me the challenge and I will accept the challenge. King comes to f8 along with e5. The bishop is attacking, so we respond with f3. Now we have to defend our pieces. So he go with bishop c7. His threats can be playing uh, f6 and trying attacking towards this diagonal. Yes, I can play against you all. Just send me the challenge. That's all you have to do. My chess.com ID is highlighted. You can send me the challenges in that ID. So we first take the pawn until he plays g take f6. We decide to play f4. Now f4 was the response. Ultimately, he can try bishop b6. Okay, let's see what black response. Now in this position, these two are the weak pawns. Along with bishop goes with d5 going check. King comes to d4. He can play bishop check. We play king d3. Ultimately, bishop take on pawn. Once again, is a threat, so he does not take. f5 was the response, and over here we are aware for bishop coming here, trying to give a check. So first of all, we play rook to c8. Rook come here, attack the pawn. That's the main plan. I sent you. Okay. So I haven't. There are no friend requests. Yes. Now in this position, we decide to play king coming to d4. At least we are going to play the king towards the center. Okay. So let's see how black responds over here. Black decides to play king d7 in attacking the rook, where we decide to play the rook back to c2 in defending these two pawns until bishop b6 check, king comes over here. Now black's turn and black is thinking for the move, where he go with bishop c7 check, king comes to f6, and let's see how black responds. Now black is having 55 seconds and I am having 30 seconds. So this is going to be a speed game where we take the bishop, ultimately black to play, and black is thinking for the move where black resigns the king. Okay. So guys, if you want, you can challenge me. All the challenges are allowed. Any challenges? If you want to challenge, you can send me the challenges. That's all you have to do. Okay, so here comes the challenge from campus. We decide to play e4 on the board. Guys, if you want, you can also challenge me. Just send me the challenge. That's all you have to do. So black is thinking for the move. He can choose to play the French defense where we play d4. Black plays d5, we take the pawn, ultimately black's turn, and black takes it back. We play c5. I did not decline any challenge. I received a challenge from this campus. So knight to f6 was the response. We decide to play knight f3 in defending the pawn, ultimately focusing on our development. Okay, so black's turn and 4 minutes and 44 seconds. We go with bishop e6, we play queen b3 in attacking the pawn. So black's turn, we go with knight to d7. Ultimately, we attack the pawn in attacking the bishop. So he played bishop d5. We'll play bishop c4. Now we are trying to attack towards this pawn, this diagonal. That's the main plan. He played bishop take f3. We first take it. King will come over here. It's a forced variation, and then queen e6 mate. Okay, so any challenges? If you want, you can send me challenges now. Okay, so any challenges? Hmm. Alright, so here comes the challenge where we are playing as black and white's turn. Now white is thinking for the move. He continues with e4. We decide to play d6, the pop defense on the board. Where okay. So any challenges, guys? If you want, you can send me challenges. Alright, so we are playing as black where d4, we take the knight to f6 and then c4. We play e6, knight comes to f3, d5 and knight comes to c3. We play the c5 in attacking towards the center where we take the pawn, knight takes it back, we go with e5 and further we play d4 in attacking the knight. He played bishop take f6, we take it back from the pawn. Knight e4, we play f5, attacking the knight. The knight goes back, we play e4, and furthermore, we continue with e3. So ultimately, we take it, and now we control these squares. Hmm. You go with knight d to f3, we'll take the bishop out, giving a check, and knight going back is forced, where we decide to play bishop take on it, queen take is forced, and then queen, my god. Queen take on d2 is the checkmate. Okay, so this was a very nice game. Alright, so here comes the challenge once again, where we are playing as black. And white to play, white goes with e3, we play c5 along with white's turn. Now let's see how white responds. In the meantime, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, then I request you to like the live stream. And also, if you want to challenge me, just send me the challenges. That's all you have to do. He go with d4. We'll take the pawn. White takes it back. Is expected. Okay, he takes it. We go with d5. And now this is similar to exchange variation of Karukan defense. If you are familiar with Karukan defense, you can relate it. So white's turn and white go with c3. We decide to play g6. Now g6 we play so that we can play bishop g7 and for the castle. So white's turn and white decides for playing knight f3. We decide to castle as castling is important for the king's safety. Now this is white's turn and white go with bishop out. We take the queen out in attacking the pawn. So let's see how white responds over here. 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. He played queen b3. We play knight to c6 in development of our pieces. Now if white will take it, we can take back and open up the rook file. So he played knight b to d2. We'll take the bishop out and control this diagonal. Now let's see how white responds over here. So white decides to take the knight where we decide to take it. And he can take it back. The bishop will be attacking the queen. So queen take on this was the response where we'll take this and he takes it back. He takes the knight where we take the knight back in securing the pawn and attacking this way. So he can try playing f4 in securing the pawn where we decide to take the knight at c5. Yes, I can play against you. Welcome Chitu. If you want to challenge me, send me the challenges. That's all we have to do. So over here we decide to play bishop b3. If white takes, knight takes it back, give a check, that's the main plan. He played bishop takes c5, we'll first take the bishop. Ultimately, if he tries taking the pawn, attacking the rook, so we'll take the rook to e8 and attack the bishop. Now white's turn and white is thinking. He take the bishop back. We'll decide to take this bishop back to b5. Once again, white to play and white is thinking for the move. He go with rook to d1 where we decide to play h5. Now h5 after this is white's turn and white play bishop g5. We'll decide to take the bishop back to c6. Now white's turn and white is thinking for the move where he plays knight f3. We'll decide to play b5. Now let's see how he responds. He play a3. We'll take the rook to e6. We can try pushing the pawn forward. He played the king g3. Now we play f6. If we take back, bishop take, rook takes. He played knight d4. Now knight d4 and over here, in this position, we'll decide to play the king f7. Now we give this rook for the knight. So if knight takes, we take it back. Furthermore, this is white's turn and white takes this. We'll take it back where white bishop can take it as an equal trade. Okay, he goes with the check. We'll decide to play king to f5 and secure our king. Now let's see how white responds. He plays h4 where in this position we'll decide to take this bishop and this is white's turn. White takes it back. We'll take the rook to a4 and attack the pawn and that's the mate. Okay, so we look for another game and this time we are playing as white. We play e4, e6, e4. The French defense on the board where we take the pawn. Black takes it back. We take the knight out to f3, bishop out, and further focusing on castling. So black plays knight c6, and we add a supporter. If you enjoyed this live stream, then do like the live stream. We need to check and black's turn. Black play the bishop e6, knight to g5 in attacking the bishop. So he go with queen, where we decide to play rook e1, putting up pressure. Let's see how he responds. He takes the knight back. And suddenly we decide to first take this. Knight takes it back was the response where we play f4, f5 and trying to attack. So he decided to castle. We play f5 in attacking. The knight, he played knight f4, we'll take this. And after he takes it back, we play queen f3, attacking the bishop. Now let's see how black responds over here. 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the clock, and he responds with bishop d6. We'll take the knight to d2. Now he go with c6, we take knight f1. Over here, he's trying to attack towards this pawn with the diagonal, so we play h3 in securing our pawn until he play rook to e8, offering a trade where we decide to take the knight to e3. We are trying to develop our pieces, especially the knight. So black's turn and black is thinking for the move, having 2 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. Let's see how he responds over here. He go with knight e4, we'll decide to take it, and he takes it back from the rook. Where we'll decide to play f6 in attacking the pawn. If we take, queen take back will be the response. And if he tries to push, then we'll try to place the king. Okay, if he tries to push, knight coming over here, g6, and over here we can take this knight. Okay, in this position, if I take knight, pawn takes it, then uh, so we continue the game with knight to f5. Now we just give up the knight, where if black takes it, first of all we eliminate this rook. Okay, he played knight over here. We'll now in this position we decide to take knight x6 check. King comes here. King comes to f8, and in this position we will first eliminate the rook. Black takes it back, where we decide to play knight back to g4. Now knight comes to g4 was the response. We can take the knight back and attack the rook. So this is black to play, and black is thinking for the move. Let's see how he responds over here. He go with bishop f4. So bishop f4 was the response, where he can try bishop here attacking the pawn. So in this position, we go with c4. If he tries to take, he will lose the rook. So ultimately, c4 is attacking towards the center with tempo. Thus, let's see how black responds. Guys, if you are enjoying the stream, then I request you to like the live stream. And also, if you want to challenge me, all the challenges are allowed. Just send me the challenges to my chess.com ID. So black's turn, and black is thinking for the move. Let's see how black responds over here. 55 seconds on the clock remaining for black. And now let's see how he responds. He go with b5. We decide to eliminate this pawn, where he eliminates it back, and then in this position we'll take this knight back. And now we are attacking this rook. So now the rook is under attack, where he can secure the rook by taking it back. Black's turn, and black is thinking for the move. He go with queen e3, where it is easy to take the pawn. Ultimately, given out 4 seconds remaining for black. And the response where we decide bishop comes to g2, we take the e5. He play e3, we take the knight out. And now bishop comes to b2, knight comes out. So rook comes over here, we'll decide to play bishop e7. c4, we'll decide to take the pawn. Ultimately, he takes it back. We'll take the rook to c8, where this is black's turn, and he takes it. We'll take it back. First of all, we trade the rooks, where this is he played knight takes e1. We go with e4 and block the bishop diagonal along with knight towards the center. The bishop can take it. So knight comes back and attack the bishop. White's turn and white takes the bishop back. We go with f5. Now let's see how he responds over there. Okay, so this is white's turn and white plays knight e2, where we decide to play. So in this position, we'll go with f4. Now f4 was the response. Knight takes it back. We'll decide to play g5 and try attacking. Knight comes here, creating a fork. Queen comes and further loses the rook. Knight comes here. So we decide this one. Guys, if you want to can send me challenges or the challenges are allowed, we go with e4, e5, we play knight c3. We are not aim on the board where we play f4. Now he takes the pawn and we decide to play. In such positions, what we play is we'll take the knight out in this position. Bishop comes out and we'll take the knight here and attack the bishop. So black decides to take the bishop back where we decide to play c3 and he played knight g to e7. We'll take the pawn with the knight. He decided to castle. We play d4 and establish the control at the center. So he played f6 where we decide to play bishop to d3. He decided to play f take e5. We'll play knight take on it. And now let's see what the response over there. He played knight take e5. We'll take it back. He played e4 where we decide to play castling. So he played d takes c3. We decide to play queen to h5 and creating a mate like this. So black's turn and black is thinking for the move. Let's see how he responds over here. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining and black is thinking. He played queen d4 check, king comes to h1, knight comes to g6, where we decide to play knight take on it. If rook takes, bishop can take it back. So now this is black's turn and let's see how he responds over here. He played queen take on it. We decide to play rook take on it and give a mate. Okay. So alright, so here we look for another game and this time we are playing as black where he played e4, we play knight f6, e3 we play d5 and then take the bishop out to f5 where we play e6. Further he takes the queen out attacking the pawn, we play b6. He go with queen b4 and loses the queen. Okay. So we look for another game and we look for e4. He plays c5, knight comes out to c3. The closed Sicilian defense on the board with f4, where he played d6, knight to f3, and then we go with d4. So we are leading the game with control at the center. Knight take d4. This is similar to the Sicilian defense open variation. Now 4 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock and he go with bishop e7. We decide to play bishop e2 and furthermore prepare to castle because castling is important for the king's safety. He played knight to c6 where we decide to play the king h1 and now this is black's turn. Let's see how black responds over here. So he go with the queen c7. Queen c7, we play e5, we take back. Okay, now this is black's turn. We take it back and attack the knight. Now let's see how he responds. 4 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock. This is black's turn and black is thinking. If okay, knight goes back and try adding a pressure towards this, where we decide to eliminate the knight. Ultimately, once again, this is black's turn. Now we can take back from the pawn or the okay, take from the pawn, where we decide to play the bishop to f3 and attack this. So knight take on it. We take the bishop out and add up a pressure. We can take the queen, add a pressure like this. Bishop e6 for the response. Ultimately, we play queen to d4. Now knight take on it is an expected response. If knight take on the bishop, then rook can take it back. So let's see how he responds. White's turn and black's turn and black is thinking for the move. He decide to castle, where we decide to play bishop to e4 in attacking this diagonal. So now this is white's turn, black's turn. Let's see how black responds in such position. 3 minutes and 24 seconds on the clock, and black is thinking, where he played rook over here, such that we'll decide to play bishop take on knight. He takes it back, queen comes and attack this diagonal, where this is black's turn and black go with f5. So f5 in attacking aggressively towards our bishop. Bishop f3, he go with bishop take h2. We decide to play rook to b1 and secure the pawn. Now black's turn and black is thinking for the move. He go with bishop over here, where we decide to play queen coming to e3 and attack the pawn. So now let's see how he responds over here. Black's turn and black is thinking for the move, having 3 minutes on the clock, where we are going to prepare for taking the knight back and turn towards the center, attacking towards the pawn. He play rook to b8, we'll play knight back. Furthermore, we can play knight here and attack this. Okay, now this is black's turn and black is thinking for here. He go with f4, where we decide to play queen to b3 in attacking this pawn. So the bishop is also under attack. Now let's see how he responds over here. Black's turn and black is thinking for the move. In the meantime, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, then I request you to like the live stream. And also, if you want to play against me, just like the challenge, that's all you have to do. We first eliminate the bishop. We go with rook to f6, where we decide to play knight towards the center, attacking this. If we place rook here, we play king here. We go with rook b8. We'll take this from the knight and attack the queen. So now this is black's turn and black is thinking for the move. He go with rook to x6 check. King comes to g1. Now, he can play queen check, which is going to create trouble, because I will lose the queen, right? So queen can come to a7 and try killing check, where we will be forced to place rook and then give up the queen. So he first takes the queen, we also eliminate the queen. Ultimately, black's turn, the bishop is under attack. Also, the rook is under attack, so rook can't go back. As an easy response over here. Now, let's see how he responds. Black's turn and black is thinking for the move. Let's see how he responds in this position. In the meantime, guys, if you enjoyed the stream, then I request you to like the live stream. 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining for black. Let's see how he responds. Basic threat can be playing rook to b8 and secure the bishop. Where after rook b8, we can try rook to e1 and control this open pile. So he resigns the game. Okay. Guys, if you want, you can also challenge me. All the challenges are allowed. And we look for another game where we are playing as white e4, e5, knight to f3 in attacking. He takes the queen out. So in order to punish early queen attack, we take the knight to c3. Furthermore, we play knight e5 and attack like this. Queen comes to d6 and over here. Now, in order to defeat such positions, we go with b4. b4 was the response. Ultimately, Blackstone. Black takes it back. In my opinion, okay, he takes it. Now, if I try c3, bishop goes back to e4, he takes c3 or bishop goes back there. Knight takes on it, queen takes it back. Okay. So knight takes the bishop, black takes it back, we take the pawn, and he takes this. Queen comes, give a threat, so queen trade. Okay. He go with d6, we take the knight f3. He play knight to e7, and we decide to castle. So here also castle, we play rook e1. Bishop to b2 and attacking towards this diagonal where he play knight g6. We play bishop d3 and attacking this. He play bishop g4. We decide to play knight to d4. The knight towards the center. If he takes, we can take back. So he go with knight c2 e5 where we decide to eliminate the knight. Ultimately, he takes it back. We go with f3 in attacking the bishop. So bishop goes back over here. We'll go with knight back. The bishop will be attacking the knight. We go with knight c4. Bishop comes to c3 and defend the pawn. Such that black to play once again, and he go with rook over here. So rook comes on the board, such that we take d3 and kick the knight. So now the knight is under attack. Let's see how he responds over here. He go with knight a3, where we decide to play bishop b2 in attacking the knight. He play knight take on c2. We will first eliminate this rook and then take the rook to c1, attacking the knight, where we take it and attack this. So he play bishop over here, and furthermore we'll take this pawn, king check, king comes over here. We'll decide to play x3, so that the check. Okay, knight comes here, and furthermore we'll take the bishop to f6, secure the bishop position. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, then I request you to like the live stream. Rook e6 was the response where we decide to play. Uh, we'll take the bishop back and attack this. Now let's see how white responds. So white's turn and white is thinking for the move. In the meantime, guys, if you want, you can send me the challenges, so the challenges are allowed. We go with rook e1 check, king comes to x2. We go with rook to e2, where we eliminate this, bishop take on the pawn. And then we decide to play rook check. Rook h6 check. We go with king e7, where in this position we take another rook check. And now let's see how he responds. He play king d8. We'll play bishop to f6 check. King goes there and another check comes on the board. Bishop goes, king comes here, knight comes and attack. King comes there, we eliminate this bishop. So now let's see how black responds. Black go with rook take a2, and furthermore we'll play rook to x6 in attacking the pawn, such that black play bishop f4. We play bishop to g5 in attacking the knight. So he play knight take g2, and we decide to play king to g1. So king g1 and we secure our position. Let's see how black responds in such positions. So black is having 3 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock, where he played king e4. We decide to play the knight at x2. Now he go with king f5. We'll go with h4 and secure the bishop. Let's see how black responds in such positions. In the meantime, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, then I request you to like the live stream. We go with e5, where we decide to play rook h7. We can play the checks like this. So check on the board. King comes to e6. We play another check and attacking the pawn. And we take. Okay, so in this position, if we play knight check. Hmm. Alright, so we go with knight to g4 check. King goes there. Then we decide to take this pawn. Ultimately, black to play and black play b3. We play knight h6 check. And then take the knight back. Knight comes to e4. He pushed the pawn forward. We play rook take on it. Give a check. And over here, in this position, we play bishop check. Trying to find out the advantage. He play king c8. Rook comes to d1. Now, hello Mike, welcome to my channel. So in this position, now we'll take the knight back and secure it. He takes it, we take it back, he promotes the queen, and then we take it. So we take the bishop g5 and he can promote another pawn to a queen. So h5 we can take it easily. So we decide the game. Guys, if you are enjoying the stream, then I request you to like the live stream. And also, if you want to send me the challenges, you can send me the challenges now. Hmm. Okay, so thank you very much for coming to my live stream. I will meet you in the next one.